All right, Sunday afternoon, getting ready to watch the Daytona 500. Dave here from Scale Models Midwest. Welcome back to the channel. Wanted to show you the update on the kit progress for the 73 Petty Charger. Got a lot of the sub-assemblies done and actually ready to start putting things together. Chassis I have here mostly built. I kept the roll cage off of it so I could build that as a separate sub-assembly. Same with the dashboard. And the reason being is once I put the front suspension in place, I want to get the engine in place. And then once that's in, I'll put the dashboard on, firewall, make sure they're lined up with the holes properly. Did a lot of test fitting. And I figured that's the best way to go about it. Once that's in, I'll be able to put the roll cage in place into its mounting holes, especially these items up underneath. See how they would pretty much almost match with the front pieces there. And then finally, little panels back behind. Looks good. I like what I've done so far with it. A little bit of a, to me, a panel line accent color. Kind of show a little bit of a race worn or race used look. Same thing with the underneath. I got the rear suspension in. Still have to put in the shock absorbers, but it's mostly ready. The engine, I got that put together. And I noticed one thing as I put things together, I was so used to putting the breather caps on separately that I totally forgot that the separate piece like this comes out. However, I like it like this. I'm not looking to try win any awards with it. I'm building something that's going to look good on my shelf, or if I take it to work, you know. I like it. I doubt that I'll change that, but if I do, at least I know part's built. Then, of course, last night, spent a couple hours laying down a lot of the decals. It took probably about 3 hours to put these decals on. I'll tell you why as we go along. Decals on the hood were just great. Laid down beautifully. Same thing with things like the fire extinguisher. I especially like those decals for that. The rear panel. I didn't use a satin finish on that middle insert because one, I couldn't find my satin gloss or my satin clear. So I figured, you know, I'm not going to worry about it. No quibbles. Put a little bit of love on that front Molotow chrome pen around the panel line accent color, and of course the 43 decal. And then of course sanded the Goodyear tires, have the decals on them. I have a gel pen that I'll probably put a few more markings on, like left front, right front, whatever, or even tire pressures. Last but not least, the body itself. Now let me move some things out of the way here and I'll show you something about the body. The body, love it. The decals, love it. Putting the decals on, I don't love it, but you know what? It still turned out good. When you look at the kit, the decals are huge. You have one large decal on both sides. You have a large decal that goes around the top. And then, of course, the two on the front fenders. But as you notice, as you get closer, right here, both sides of the fender tops, they don't come together. Now that's more me than it is the decal or the kit. Not going to worry about it because I've got plenty of Charger decal sheets with the vermilion that I will take a little sliver of each one and drape it over that, and before I clear it, if I even clear it, I'll put a little bit of microsol microset on this, and that should take care of those two trouble spots, as well as right here, and then right here. One thing I will say though, the little pinstripes. I did these on the Donnie Allison Hawaiian Tropic Oldsmobile. They took a long time, but I'll tell you, it's worth it. It's worth the time. It's worth putting those on because it just really makes the kit stand out. Is it perfect? Ultimately, no. But you know what? I like it. I like it. And I know where when I go to build this kit again, and I know I will build this kit again because I've got a couple of them, that I know what to look out for next time. So that being said, don't let decals or any issues with decals or anything like that stop you from building a kit. You can always mask this and paint it. Although I will give you fair warning. I'd read in the forums, Salvinos JR Builders Club group, Some people were saying that they were using TS23 for the petty blue, which I was, and also TS36 for the fluorescent red, which was a close match, or should be a close match, to the vermilion. That's this Tamiya paint right here. I love Tamiya paints. I swear by them. If I'm not using Tamiya, I'm usually using Rust-Oleum 2X, but the majority of the time, I'm using Tamiya. So, I found a scrap piece of plastic. Recommend that if you're unsure of a paint color or how to lay down, have some spare bodies, have some spare plastic pieces, hoods, fenders, you name it. I got a bunch of nose pieces that come with these Salvino JR's kits. So I went on ahead and pulled one out, painted it, and it's not vermilion. The fluorescent red looks more pink. So I don't know if it's because I had this on white primer, or if I should do a gray primer and do it. But like I said, I'm not going to quibble about it, because I've got extra decal sheets of the petty Pontiacs and the petty Chargers, and they're all vermilion. So I'm going to take little snips of those and fill them in where I need to. And then after it's all done, get it nice and neat and cleaned up, I'll clear it. But other than that, it's coming together really well. I can't wait to have this put together to show you once it's done, and that way I can work on the next kit. And before I go, I wanted to give you a little bit of a teaser of what I'm going to do with the full detail kit. Full detail kit, I'm still waiting for the photo etch, but got the decals in the mail yesterday. Ron Keselowski. I looked at a bunch of 73 Dodge Chargers and wondered which one I wanted to build. I didn't want to go a full detail build on the petty one, but I saw this one, it stuck out. Ron Keselowski, number 99 or number 19, 73 Dodge Charger. That will be my full detail build. I'll be starting that shortly as soon as I get some more of the I shouldn't say information, the detail parts in, so I can show you what I intend to do detail-wise for that kit, and then start building that, and then go from there. So with that, I hope you have yourself a wonderful weekend. Enjoy the race. And again, if you see a kit out there that you like, buy it, build it. See you next time.